Bassford from CEO Sydney, just explaining what I think is a bug at the moment in Teacher Dashboard. Just to quickly show you that I'm using the latest version of Chrome, and also to point out that I've disabled all of the extensions except for one, which is Google Dictionary. That's enabled by the domain, so I can't switch that off, but all my other extensions are disabled. So I'm looking at a school. It's DLSL Caringbah, one of our schools, and I've got a number of classes that I've been testing, and I'll just choose one that I haven't opened before. So I'm finding this bug only happens with classes that haven't been opened before. So if I take this English class, 10 English 4, open it in a new tab, you'll see the tabs popping up here. Give it a moment to load. So it pops up here, and everything seems to be going okay. You can see we're loading all of the students. Give that a second to come down. And we might have a student here that's failing to load. That student may have left the school. So anyway, we'll let that load. Give that a moment. I'd say that student doesn't exist, so that's why it's unable to bring it up. So when I go to class info, bring up class info, it all comes up fine. And then if I try and go back to the dashboard, and you can see I just get nothing. And in fact, all of these buttons are now disabled. So if I try and go to Gmail, nothing, sharing, nothing, interact, nothing. The only thing that I could do is go to class info, go back to dashboard, and again, nothing. If I go to class info, go back to sharing, it brings up the same thing, but again, all of these buttons seem to be disabled. This is disabled, that's disabled, so it looks as though the whole thing is frozen. That looks like sorting's coming up. Try that. Sort by first name. Yeah, so it looks as though that works. Smartshare doesn't work, and refresh doesn't work. And go back to class info, that works, but again, nothing seems to pop up. The interesting thing is if I go to the dashboard and bring up the dashboard, hold on, I go to class info, and then I go and bring up the dashboard, and then I hit refresh, so I'm reloading the browser. Give that a second to pop up. You can see it pops up okay. And now I just might let that load. So just letting that load. There we go. And again, we've still got this Ben McCarthy not loading. And now if I go to class info and then zip back over to the dashboard, try that again. That seems to pop up. So it seems like a refresh of the browser seems to solve it, but there definitely seems to be a bug there in terms of going to class info and then going straight back to the dashboard. Interestingly, when I tried this with one class that I'd left open for about 60 seconds or more, maybe a couple of minutes, it seemed to not exhibit this bug. So I don't know if it's a timing thing, some sort of caching issue. Anyway, that's the bug. I'll show you how I can replicate that again with another class. So we'll try this one here. We'll do 10 English 5. Again, this is a class I haven't opened before. So I'll let that come up. And again, just let all of that data load. It's popping up. And there we are. Okay, so no missing kids here. That's good. Again, if I go to class info, it pops up. And hit the dashboard now. And there's the bug again. So we seem to be able to replicate it. None of these work. Can't do anything. Refresh doesn't work. When you go to class info, it pops up. If I go back to the dashboard again, and then hit refresh or reload the page, it seems to pop up all right and then doesn't exhibit the bug any longer. Okay, I hope that that shows you what you need to know to go ahead and investigate.